1. Welcome back to Roommate Rivalry. Whole gang is here, kicking it off as always. Wait, hold on. Joe, Ant, how you guys doing?
Good.
Great.
Did you guys plan this whole Miami thing?
I mean,
not really. No, we didn't actually.
Miami's the place to be.
Yeah, go Heat, right? I would, if I would have known, I would have worn some Heat gear. We could have really made Pete look weird.
No, I'm kidding.
The Marlins.
Shout out the Marlins, man. Shout out the Marlins, man.
Representing the Marlins.
You know, my dream is just have the Marlins, man, stand out there during one of our entire broadcasts. That's when we know we've made
it.
Pay
big bucks to sit out there, man.
Yeah, that's primetime seats.
He's traveling, so.
Yeah. All right. We're going to kick it off with this Ranger Rush, as always. I just got to get this timer going. Dollar. Was math fun? Was math a good class? Do you guys hear me say hi again as we walk past the window?
I didn't hear it today.
You didn't hear it?
Not today, no.
I think your window's closed.
No, they were open today.
No, honestly, I did not hear it.
Oh,
no, they're open. We got nice
be louder.
Walsh usually shouts out.
Yeah,
passing the building.
I'm a little under the weather, to be honest. But all right, 30 seconds. Ranger Rush starting now.
Okay, so on Saturday's game against Winnipeg, the captain, Mack Truck, Ryan McDonough, has suffered a separated shoulder. He's expected to miss 3 to 4 weeks. Earlier that game, we lost Calvin Klein to an ankle. He's not going to play on Monday, which is tonight. And that's about it. I mean, the Rangers, they're looking good. I mean, the offense is there. The defense is clicking, you know. But now a little setback, nothing special. But we'll be back at it. Don't worry. We'll be in the playoffs.
Since the last week, they have beaten Minnesota with a comeback from 3-0. The rookie, Anthony Duclair, had his first goal. And sadly they lost to Winnipeg on Saturday. And the next game is tonight against St. Louis Blues. And I think the Blues are on a 5-game winning streak.
Wow.
We beat the Blues first game of the season.
I just want to say, if I'm not mistaken, I'm currently first place in my fantasy hockey league.
Because you have Rick Nash.
I am atop the leaderboards. I am quite a fantasy.
He's the only person in the league that probably checks.
Listen, it's all about dedication and hard work.
Yeah, dedication.
I know who I start day in and day out.
What about fantasy football?
And fantasy basketball.
Coming off a great win.
What about fantasy basketball, buddy?
Injuries are hindering.
Yeah, injuries. Yeah, I know.
What do you mean you know? Of course
I
you
know. Yeah.
His two best players are out.
Thank you, Ant.
He's just not
If
good
Ant's
at
defending me, you know.
He's not good at fantasy.
Ant literally had an entire...
Ant
is...
Comes to basketball,
all bets are off.
Comes to
The
basketball,
starting
what?
running back is
What did he
Douglas
do in
Martin.
basketball so far? Nothing.
No, he's not. He's never going to play another game for me.
You just said you're going to have a 3
Pick the
running back
best
set
team.
next week.
Alfred Morris, Denard Robinson, Mark Ingram.
All facts.
Thank you.
I picked the best basketball team. Marcin, go top of that.
Next.
Anyway.
You seen his hair?
Okay, we have some college football to talk.
Yeah?
His hair, I thought he was bald.
He's a huge mohawk.
Yeah, he's rocking the mohawk nowadays, Joe. If that's your boy, you got to know stuff.
He's my boy, though.
All right. Apparently, we give Martin Gortat a nice little shout out.
Shout out to Martin go top.
All right, yeah.
Steve
Anyway,
Nash making him look like an all-star.
college football. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff happening. The big game, of course, was the Auburn-Ole Miss game. We saw Auburn go ahead and take that one. They won by 4. Ole Miss is now that was 2 in a row. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. I actually thought that they were the better of the teams from Mississippi, and they're struggling. Obviously, it has a big impact on how these polls get ranked because they still have such a tough schedule. It's hard to bump them down that far. It means a lot, though, to keep Auburn atop of the rankings. There's a lot of factors that this played, and I think it's kind of tough though now to really figure out the rankings because college the football playoff picture has now been released. So and I want to ask you, do you think that it was a mistake for them to release the playoff picture because now it makes the rankings irrelevant?
No, not really, because now these are the rankings, really, because the AP was always the number 1 ranking source, but now I think they just want to give people a preview of what it's gonna look like, how it's gonna look, and how those 4 teams are gonna be placed.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like they're just showing if the playoffs were now, what teams would be in it, what teams would be out. I just feel like it's just a sense of what it's gonna look like this year. Obviously, I think it's gonna change.
Are you trying to say that AP should be like the college football playoff ranking? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I thought it was a bit odd how the two seem to have a lot of differences. If I'm not mistaken, Notre Dame was ranked 6. The playoff picture came out, and I think they were at 10. Um, I don't necessarily.
It was last week, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. What is Notre Dame being discredited for? They have one loss. It was to the team that's currently ranked number 2. They have played their schedule and they've won every game. Have they looked incredible in each game? No, but they're playing their schedule.
Honestly, they looked really good. I think against Florida State.
And personally, in my opinion, and I think you guys are going to say I'm biased, but I think they absolutely should have beat Florida State, and I think that call was still a little ridiculous. And I think that, if they're undefeated, I mean, then what? Are they 2 then? For losing a
I think
game?
it would be like 3 or 4.
It kind of confuses me though. Like they had a great game against Florida State. People think they should have won. I'm one of them. But like this week they played Navy and they won by 10 points. Like you would think they would blow them out or something like that if they're really a top team.
Yeah.
It just I don't know.
It's tough to tell.
Mhm.
It's tough to tell with Notre Dame. It doesn't seem like they kind of blow teams out. Maybe
Played a lot of close games this year against unranked teams.
But I think
That's not how Notre Dame is built to blow up teams.
I think Notre Dame just kind of goes out there to win.
Yeah,
I'll
take it.
I guess there is one specific thing I want to point out, and it's something that is actually kind of bothering me here. If I were to ask you, Ann, why is TCU ahead of Notre Dame? Would I be wrong in assuming that?
Did you see that win though this week?
You talking about going to the week or right now?
Right now, you'd
I don't
probably
think
tell
it's
me
crazy at all.
you'd probably tell me they have a tougher schedule, right?
I think TCU is a better team,
But I'm just
and I think they've been more like impressive like throughout the whole entire season.
Then who?
Notre Dame.
well. This is to me where I struggle. First of all, Notre Dame's loss came to a team that was ranked 2 and undefeated. TCU's loss comes to a team that's, I believe, ranked
5th.
Baylor.
Baylor was 5 at the time.
I mean, all right. So Baylor. All right. So we'll say Baylor at the time was 5, but and now they are 10. So kind of. I don't know. But
They've
my
beaten
thing
4
is,
ranked teams in their
when you see their strength of schedule, they're at 46 and Notre Dame's at 32. So if
Yeah.
Notre Dame has a tougher schedule, why then?
With the same record.
Why does TCU get the favor? And obviously this is not something that you're supposed to know and you're supposed to answer, but it's just something that I think
and
it doesn't make
and
sense.
You're gonna say this is wrong, but they've blown out teams, which is a big thing with these people who make the schedules.
No, and I understand they blow out teams, but
way
like
you win is a big thing. How you get ranked.
I don't understand how they're like deciding it. I just think that there's so many variables and a lot of it seems to be very, very confusing.
Honestly, the only way for Notre Dame to even possibly get into that playoff is if they blow out teams.
I
The
guess.
schedule's not helping them, and you know that.
Well, no, I mean it doesn't help them, but
See how they beat Arizona State.
Yeah, next week.
How they versus Arizona State.
Yeah, they're coming into Arizona State ranked game, and something I wanted to do this week was kind of give I want to do some predictions this week. I want to do predictions on the college games. And you have the list of games as always, so I guess just take us game by game, and we're gonna just give our prediction. But I know you wanted to give your spotlight to the Hurricanes, so go right for it.
Miami, we are 6-3. We just beat UNC 47-20, and Brad Kaya, a true freshman, has been underrated a lot this season. He is completing 61.8% of his passes, 20 touchdowns, and only 9 interceptions as a true freshman. I mean, has he versed the best competition? Maybe not the best, but he's still a true freshman, putting up solid numbers. So the games of the week, we got 13 Baylor versus 18 Oklahoma. Texas A&M versus the number 3 Auburn. We got number 10 Notre Dame versus number 14 Arizona State. We got the big juggernaut game, number 9 Kansas State versus Number 7, TCU. Another juggernaut game. Number 6, Alabama, Petey's team.
Let's go Alabama.
Versus number 19, LSU.
Roll Tide.
Then we got 16, Ohio State versus 8, Michigan State. And the number 5, Oregon Ducks versus number 17, Utah.
Okay,
A
so
lot of better games this week than last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
we have a lot of great games this week. So I think let's just start at the top. And what was the first game that you have?
13 Baylor versus 18 Oklahoma.
Okay. I'll start. I'm taking 18 Oklahoma in. I don't know if it's the upset. I don't because they're home,
Yeah.
but that's why I'm going to take them. Their 2 losses came to, if I'm not mistaken, Baylor and TCU. They have to beat, or not Baylor,
No, Kansas State.
Kansas State. Thank you. They need this win. Their chances of getting into the playoffs very slim, but they need this win probably for a bowl game. And I think at home, I don't think they let the home crowd down. So I'm going with Oklahoma.
One
Yeah,
thing
I
to add,
agree
those
with you
those
100%.
rankings were from the college football playoff ranking, not the recent AP top 25.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna agree with you, Walsh. 18 Oklahoma at home. I don't think there's anything better than that against a ranked opponent. I could say Oklahoma pulls the upset, I guess you could say, but I like Oklahoma over Baylor.
I'm following the bandwagon. I go with Oklahoma. Honestly, yeah, it's an important game. They lost to 2 ranked teams, but I mean they can bounce back, and I think they're gonna take down Baylor. Baylor hasn't really been something special to me. I'm just gonna Oklahoma. That's it.
Well, I'm usually the odd man out. I'm gonna go with Baylor. If I don't know how much you guys know about Oklahoma, but they always find a way to crash and burn these past few years, and they're definitely gonna do it this game versus Baylor. Baylor's gonna put
I
up
don't think so.
35 plus this game, no doubt.
But Oklahoma is what? Doesn't they have one of the best running backs in the country?
Well, I personally feel like Oklahoma may have already shot themselves in the foot. They started off ranked 4, I think. I think their season's kind of done, but I think this is. I just think this home crowd is going to be what pushes them over the edge for this game.
Yeah.
Ant, what do you have? Second game.
Texas A&M versus 3 Auburn.
Okay. Auburn home. Auburn.
No Kenny Hill.
And Peter, there's no Kenny Hill. So, do I speak for everyone when I say Auburn?
Auburn.
Auburn in a
Auburn
route.
wins big.
Auburn in a route.
Trying
Okay.
to be fair.
Yeah. Imagine Texas A&M though comes away with it. Wouldn't that be a story?
Notre Dame in the playoff picture you're looking at now.
Yeah, that'd be nice. All right. Ant, game 3.
Notre Dame, who's number 10, and 14 Arizona State.
I gotta go Notre Dame. I don't think Arizona State's legit this year. Notre Dame is pretty good. So Notre Dame. Everett Golson, as all I don't like him. He gets the job done this week.
What you don't like Arizona State for what reason?
No, I'd rather have Notre Dame.
Well, you know they've beaten 3 ranked opponents.
Who?
They've beaten USC, Stanford, and Utah. What?
So did
Stanford just got blown out by Oregon.
Michigan State.
And
I mean,
Stanford,
so
At the
Notre-
time, yeah, they were
Notre
ranked
Dame.
teams. I mean,
Yeah, no,
honestly,
I agree
I
with
don't
that.
really know a lot about Arizona State. I mean, that's my fault. I
Yeah.
don't pay attention to them, but like, Arizona State's home. I mean, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a close game. It's hard to tell. I mean, I think maybe Notre Dame will win by like 3, but not like a lot.
If Notre Dame plays like
maybe
they
a touchdown.
like they played against Florida State, they win this game.
Yeah.
They want to compete.
If they
they
play
want-
like they did versus Navy, then they might lose.
Well, they still won. That's the thing.
Oh, I meant
So
the way they play.
if they compete, they have a chance to go to the playoffs. And I mean,
From what I've seen from Notre Dame, they play down to competition. They play up to competition.
Yeah.
Big game, they play big.
they grind.
Easy,
they grind.
easy game, they make it close when it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Big game, season's on the line here. Lose this one,
They're out.
zero chance.
They're
Zero
out right
chance.
now, so they want to get into it.
What I'm saying is they lose this game, zero chance of the whole making
Oh,
it at all.
yeah.
Must-win game.
Yeah.
Probably for both teams though.
They're going to
gotta
Arizona
win
State too. That's
Going there, you gotta be fired up. You gotta be ready to play.
they went
and
to
I think
Florida
they are.
State, and look
And
what
I
they did
still
there.
feel like they should have came away with that victory.
Exactly.
So I like
Notre
Notre
Dame.
Dame.
No. Oh yeah, I'm picking Notre Dame, but I don't think they should have gotten that win versus Florida State.
And that's a show in itself. We could probably do.
We got next.
We have big game. Number 9 Kansas State versus number 7 TCU.
I'm going with Kansas State just because I know Ant likes TCU. So. Jordy Nelson, winner.
Wow, Petey, great pick. Great pick, Petey. I'm going with Kansas State. The
For
reason?
same reason?
No. Maybe a little bit. Honestly, I just think it's because their one loss was by 6 points at the hands of Auburn,
Yeah.
who I think
Auburn.
who I think is you could probably actually make the case they
The
would be-
number 3.
I mean they might get ranked 1 if
The
you see
number 3,
if you see
exactly.
Mississippi State and FSU lose. Like I don't know of all the one loss teams. And, I mean the score it was 2014. It was a close game. They
Yeah.
contained Auburn. So to me that I think Kansas State's a very very good football team.
I'm gonna go Kansas State.
Agree with you.
Just for a reason too. Like you said, they lost only to Auburn by 6 points, but the game they had this week too, they had a comeback to beat West Virginia. They had to win by a field goal in the last minutes of the game. Like, it's not gonna happen against a Kansas State team that, yeah, the only loss was 6 points. They've been playing great. So they beat wait, I just saw it. Sorry.
They beat Oklahoma.
Yeah, they beat a ranked team. It's good. So I'm going Kansas State.
I'm definitely going TCU, and their only loss was by 3. Okay, to Baylor.
Yeah,
with the
61
best offense
points.
in football, besides Oregon.
61 points.
That's a lot of points they gave up.
They didn't give up 61. Oh yeah, they gave up 6. Sorry.
Excuse
So
me.
they still have. I'm not joking, Walsh. They do have the second best rated overall defense still. I'm not joking. I
Listen.
wouldn't do it just to piss you off. I saw it on college game day.
I'd like to ask the people then who are constructing these stats, what is the definition of a number 2 ranked team?
It's like their second best total defense was best defense.
They gave up
I
61
think they're a
points.
very good team. They're 6th in pass yards. I mean,
They're a great
they're very
offense.
They're a very good team. I mean, their quarterback could be shaky, but like he got through it. I don't want you guys to discredit West Virginia. They're a very good team, and they snuck it out like they're supposed to do. And I think they'll sneak it out versus Kansas State.
Okay. All right, Ant, what else we got?
Number 6 Alabama versus number 19 LSU. LSU's home.
Roll Tide.
Got LSU.
Alabama.
I love watching LSU at home. They're at home, right? Baton Rouge. It's great games always come there. Yeah, great games. They lost to 2 ranked teams, high ranked teams, Mississippi State, which is number 1, and they lost to Auburn, LSU. But they also beat Ole Miss, which Alabama lost to. LSU at home. I think they got this one.
Wow.
Let's go Bama.
I'm taking the Baton Rouge boys at home. Honestly.
Thank you.
I think
Don't watch your games at home.
LSU's rolling, man. LSU's rolling, and
I
this
thought
is
they had a lot more losses.
and this is honestly
I didn't
probably
realize that.
probably the weakest you'll ever see an Alabama quarterback.
Oh,
personally.
yeah.
So I think the Baton Rouge boys roll them.
roll
sorry.
them.
Not
roll
roll 'em,
Tide.
not roll 'em. I was just going for puns. I was going for puns. Sorry, I almost got real upset there. But yeah, I'm taking LSU.
If anyone's rolling, it's Alabama right now. They just beat Texas A&M 59-0 2 weeks ago. And to be fair, Alabama has the hardest schedule in the nation.
No, I don't. Auburn does.
Auburn has strength of schedule 1. I'm just saying.
I feel like it's Alabama, but whatever.
They play the same schedule virtually.
True. But, okay. But no. I mean, Alabama's I think a much better team overall. I mean, LSU. I'm not gonna discredit them. I like LSU to an extent, but like Alabama is playing way too good right now. They're more hungry. I feel like they're gonna beat them in a nice classic game. Then they're gonna beat Mississippi State next week.
I hope they do beat Mississippi State.
Me too. Oh, I love that.
All right, and I believe that the one more would be Ohio State, Michigan State.
There's 2 more. The 16 Ohio State versus 8 Michigan State.
Okay.
Michigan State.
I'm going Ohio State. I think Michigan State's overrated. I really don't think they're all that good.
I just say you say that because they were in front of Notre Dame at one point.
Well, first of all, my big problem
That's the
was
only thing.
no, my
and
problem was-
Oregon.
Yeah, they should have never been in front of Oregon.
Okay, but you shouldn't hate a team because of that.
But I don't hate
It's
them.
not their fault.
But I don't hate them.
I thought you just said they weren't that good.
No, because this is the thing, and it's true. the more you get upset at a team, the more you learn about them because you want to find more evidence to dislike a team. And I've looked at them. I don't know. I don't really think they're that great. Ohio State has not played a ranked team. It's not like Ohio State's been like some great team, but I just think that Ohio State gets this victory. I just don't really believe in
To
Michigan
be
State.
honest, this game, I don't like Ohio State. Just don't like them. And honestly, I don't care about this game. I think Michigan State will win, though. I think they will win. So
I'm going Ohio State. They've won 6 in a row, averaging almost 50 points a game. And I think they're going to come in there with the upset. I mean, their backup, I can't remember his name right now, but he's done exceptionally well coming into the season, not knowing that Brexmill is going to get hurt right before the season.
Who did Ohio State play in the last 5 games?
Their 6-game win streak is Kent State,
16.
Cincinnati, Maryland, Rutgers, Penn State, Illinois. That's just their division. It's
Wait,
not
who?
their fault.
who?
This is the thing, though, and I'll admit this.
Wait, who?
Notre Dame plays that schedule. They might win those games by a combined 50.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Teams out.
Ohio State is like destroying these teams.
Yes.
So that's where I think the difference
Just
is.
think about what they would be top 4 with Braxton Miller, no doubt.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah, I like Braxton Miller. He's a nice guy.
And that final game,
Oh, number 5 Oregon versus 17 Utah.
Oregon kills them.
That's the only game I have a blowout too.
Oregon is going to mercy them.
I like Mariota.
Oregon.
Mariota's gonna win the Heisman.
Just spanked Stanford. Too.
It's just sad because he's gonna be a Jet next year, and I feel really bad.
You actually think he's gonna be a Jet?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no doubt.
I don't think they should draft him. I think we were discussing this. I think
What,
they
you
should
want the
wait.
Eagles to draft him?
No. Well, a little. But yeah. Now that is all we have for college football.
Wait. Why wouldn't they draft Mariota?
I think because then it creates so much controversy.
What controversy?
Because then what pick are they getting Mariota?
They're probably gonna be 2 or 3, possibly 4. I don't know. It depends how.
Who wait, the Jets or the Eagles? Who are we talking
Jets.
about? If Jets,
Yes, the Jets.
because I think that they'd be better off taking Todd Gurley, having every down back, Harvin Decker decent.
Gurley's not going that high.
Why not?
They could be going high.
Harvin Decker, great options on the outside.
Oh.
You can find yourself perhaps someone along the lines, Ryan Fitzpatrick, because he'll probably end up getting
I was gonna
replaced.
Honestly, it's sad for me to say this because I don't like Mark Sanchez, but Mark Sanchez is better than the quarterback they have now.
Oh yeah.
It's because Mark Sanchez has nothing to lose. That's why he can do whatever he wants on that field right now.
No, well, I'm saying like while he
He's-
played with the Jets,
Oh.
he played better than he did play better than what Geno Smith and Mike Vick are doing right now with the Jets.
Absolutely.
Well-
I think Geno Smith would be doing fine if he had that defense and run game that Sanchez has.
I just have something to say. Like, you guys all watched the Auburn Ole Miss game. Is it safe to say that Ole Miss is now out of the playoffs?
Yes.
No,
No. All right.
No.
Well,
it's just because they all have to like still play each other.
oh, true.
Yeah.
Like that's
exactly.
the thing with it.
All right.
Like Alabama still has to play Auburn, Mississippi State. So Alabama could finish with 3 losses.
True. I'm just saying because did you actually see the play where he fumbled at like the 1 yard line? Do you think if he scores that touchdown, they win that game?
It's tough. It's you know what I
Very
mean?
Colin
It's
Kaepernick-esque.
Like, isn't that crazy how football is a game of inches?
yeah.
Like,
it's always
he was
been
at the
that way.
1 yard line. He fumbled because of he got knocked out or his leg. I would have loved to see Ole Miss beat them. I would have loved to see it.
Well, the game of the season is going to be Alabama